All right.
Hi. Should go on this side. You can't see my hand on that side.
We're always
Hello.
like, is it working? I will
It's
just say
always
that,
an adventure.
yeah, always an adventure. I will say that there's almost a minute delay, you guys, for us to you, like the software we're using versus you guys watching on YouTube. So just keep that in mind when we're chatting today. That, might seem like we're a little delayed, but we're not.
We're just, waiting on technology.
Yeah, like the countdown's still going 23 seconds right now. So that's why I'm just kind of waiting to make sure that we're really here.
Yeah. Are seeing all your comments about it being warm. Jen is not warm today.
I am not warm. It is 58 degrees in our house right now, and I do not want to turn the heat back on. Okay.
She's in denial.
Yeah, I'm in denial. But anyways, everybody, welcome to Adventures in Card Making with me and Chari, Jenn and Chari. Chari, you want to give a quick rundown of what this is all about?
Yes, this is a card making adventure. So I posted polls on lawnfawn's Instagram stories on Monday for some choices. We always do 3. And you guys picked, and that's what we're going to use to create with today. And it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. If you ever read those books when you were younger, where depending on what you picked, that's what page you went to, and that's where your story went. So that's sort of the idea behind this. So
Yeah,
that is what we're doing. We were a little sneaky this time. A little sneaky with our theme. Doing birthday versus birthday, because Jen's birthday was at the beginning of the month and mine is at the end of next week. So we are both May birthdays and we wanted to do birthday cards in May. So
yeah, Chari and I
pink birthday in pink versus birthday in teal.
Yeah, Chari and I feel that May is the best birthday month in all of the land. And so when we were planning out the polls, we were like, let's just do birthday versus birthday. And then they have to choose birthday.
So we were we were sneaky. We cheated y'all this time.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's going to be mad about it.
No, I did get some messages that was like, well, obviously teal cake. And I was like, why?
Oh my gosh. Josie, my friend Josie, who helps me out, was here my birthday weekend because that's when we packed the boxes for the Creative Journey Art Retreat. And I had told Chris usually gets me a really yummy coconut cake from a local bakery, which I absolutely love. But we've done that the past couple of years. So this year I was like, I really want a Carvel ice cream cake. Like that's all I wanted.
Oh.
And he couldn't find one down here on the Cape. So Josie was like, I got you, Chris. Like this was all happening behind the scene. And so she got a massive sheet cake size Carvel cake. But it had blue frosting on it. And if you know Josie, she does not like blue in her mouth. She doesn't like to get blue teeth. So as we're like eating it, she was like scooping all of the blue away.
Blue is one of those food dyes that just like, it's just not attractive. It goes everywhere. Nobody wants blue teeth. Like,
yeah, no.
My mom used to bake cakes and decorate them basically my whole childhood, and like dark blue or black, people would want black icing for like 40th birthday cakes, and she'd basically be like, no because there's so much dye in it. She goes, it tastes horrible. She goes like, I'll do black, piping or cake, just no.
Yeah. Chari's sound just flickered a little bit, and it just reminded me, she is having really high winds we're East Coast Fawnies. So Chari's in North Carolina. I'm up in Massachusetts. We're both having weather days, although the wind is not to me yet, but she's experiencing a lot of heavy winds. Yeah, so
my power's already flickered once, so if I disappear.
Yeah, if Chari just disappears, she'll try to come back. I will hopefully stay, and we will just have an adventure.
like we do every time.
Every time.
It's always something. Always something.
So this is just a laid back, casual, create together, no plan except we're going to follow birthday. We're going to use really rainbow pattern papers. That won out over fruit salad. And then there was voting on markers versus watercolor. Markers won.
I know. Jen was really wanting me to get out of my comfort zone with some watercolor.
Yeah.
I told her we're gonna have to put that up against something else y'all don't love as much as markers, obviously.
Exactly. So, but yes, we're gonna flip the camera. You will be able to see Chari and I working along. We'll do our best to read the chat. If you guys have like real questions that you want to make sure we answer, just put the word question all at the beginning, even in caps is really helpful, just because we are both kind of creating and we don't know what we're creating. So sometimes we kind of get in the zone. But anyways, let's go ahead and flip the screens. There we go.
And there's lots of birthday comments too. So thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
I didn't say it before. We know there's a delay. So all the birthday wishes. Thank you so much.
A very long delay. So I decided I was going to play with Lawnfawn's Year 15 stamp set. I have not had a chance to play with this one yet, and I thought it would be cute. So that's what I'm doing.
And I'm going to play with dogs today.
Ooh.
I got out Yappy Birthday and the Yappy Birthday add-on.
That's a good choice.
And all the party hats. I don't know if I'll use all the party hats, but I grabbed
all the party hats too, because you know.
Because you can make any critter have a party with all the party hats. You can make anything into a birthday card.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a good set to have. Lisa says heavy winds in New Hampshire too. Yeah, it's like really yucky.
Bonnie says heavy winds in Kentucky.
Ugh.
I'm tired of living through weather events lately.
Ugh.
We had really bad hail last week that I thought my house was being attacked.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's right, you did.
And I really had some like hurricane flashbacks. It was not fun.
No.
0 stars. Do not recommend.
We are not having hurricane flashbacks, but Sunday was gorgeous. I shared on my Instagram stories. We had the Jeep windows out. We went planting. We got our bird feeder in. It was beautiful. And then now we're back to winter. And I just think that is just cool.
It's not nice.
Yeah, not nice.
That's the way May is here. I don't know if it is there. It's just like every day is a different season.
Honestly, it's similar here too. My dad lives up in New Hampshire, and they have had rain like every weekend since like February. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. And he was getting really grumpy about it. And I kind of jinxed ourselves down here because I mentioned how we actually felt like we had a spring this year, because on the Cape, because we're far out in the ocean, we tend to stay gray and raw and damp, but we actually had really nice weather. So I guess
you should have never.
Yeah, I should have never said anything. So I'm stamping out some party hats.
I think I'm gonna do a bunch of dogs, although I don't know.
Yeah,
the little teeny tiny hats. Jen and I did talk about how this was a poorly timed theme because the June release has lots of fun birthday things coming your way.
Look at Chari.
It was really, I did have to make sure I cleaned my desk off really well because I had things on my desk I couldn't share.
Chari going in hot with the secrets.
Well, it is true. I was looking up to work and I was like, man, I wish I could use
Oh,
it's the truth. It's not a secret. Kelly's already said it. I'm not going to get in trouble or fired.
When did she say it? During Create With Us?
I think she said it during Create With Us. That because it was lawnfawn's 15th birthday this year, we had some birthday things coming.
Gotcha. I don't remember her saying it.
Which is true.
I trust you. Hello, hello, everybody. Lots of you guys are joining us. Thank you so much. I love it.
Also, you can never have too many birthday cards.
Right? I'm trying to decide. I was going to do rainbow cups, but I think you did rainbow. So I think I'm just going to do
I did do some rainbow cups.
I think I'm just going to do whatever I want.
Although my rainbow cups were not like really rainbow colors.
What do you mean?
Like they didn't necessarily match the paper. Let me. Oh no, it's not up here. I thought it was up there in my thing. They were like, maybe they were close. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules.
I know, but I just figure I'm going to try to do something different.
Amy says we should come visit South Florida because it's a beautiful sunny day.
I
would come in May.
I just shipped an order to Amy.
Probably.
She ordered, it's funny that you said it's a beautiful sunny day, but you just ordered a long sleeve crafty gear shirt. Actually, if you go to the beach, Amy, those are really comfy to put on when you've gotten a little bit too much sun.
Just, it gets cold in Florida. It's 70 and they don't know how to deal with it, is what Letitia says. You'd be like, it's so cold here. It's like 70. I'm like, what?
Oh, Monique is making a pull inside surprise card with the giant hooray and bug deal. That's cute. Make sure you guys tag us if you're creating anything today. We love to see what you're making, and we can pretend we really are all together in real life.
This is the only way we can make that happen.
Yeah, although
is the paper.
Surprise, surprise, Chari and I get to see each other in June, and Kelly Marie.
Yep.
We have a trade show we're going to. Super excited.
Oh.
Well, let's do a teal one. We knew that was coming.
See. Oh man, I can hear the wind.
Oh boy. Oh boy. If we lose Chari, she will keep making her card and we'll share it for sure.
Yeah. I won't be leaving on purpose.
She's not like, bye, I got something better to do, guys. See you later.
Bye. Won't be by choice. Say that.
Oh boy. So we were chatting. We aren't going to have an Adventures in Card Making in June. It's just way too busy. Chari and I are both going to be gone for a week for the trade show and such. So, but we will be back in July. I don't want to 100% say August yet, Chari, because that's when I go on vacation too. So, but definitely July, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, we haven't decided when yet, but
no,
we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Lawnfawn's really good
Nice.
at letting everybody know, and I let everybody know in my email newsletter too. So, plus we pre-schedule them here, so you can always look at the live tab here on YouTube and see what's going on.
You can always check the live tab.
Check the live tab. Oh, we were just coloring the same colors.
And we were. I think I'll make the dog bowl.
Oh, Amy says that the AC can get a bit chilly. That's why she ordered the long sleeve. I feel you there. That's why I love my.
I feel the same way.
My zip hoodie. That's why I love that zip hoodie. That's a perfect AC blocker.
Because I can be cold in the house, and then I have to go walk scout, and I have to like take off my jacket and everything I was wearing.
Few people saying they're working, so they're just listening.
That's okay.
We won't tell.
Oh man, this feels dry. That might not be.
I'm still waiting for my marker fairy to come and
Fill your markers?
Fix and fill them for me.
That one was dry on the chisel end, but the other end seemed to work okay.
So typically here on the Cape, Memorial Day weekend really is like the kickoff of summer. Like we get so excited. And now we're sliding back to winter.
Now not so much.
Yeah, we kind of feel like we're getting slighted a little bit.
I understand.
Chris and I just last weekend were talking about how we were going to go to the beach, but that's not happening. It's all right. I've got lots of work to do, so. Let's see if we do green, pink, blue. Yeah.
Nikki just got home from Costco. Hope you bought something great.
We do not have a Costco on the Cape, but I think I'm going to sign up for a membership so I can order online because there's a bunch of stuff I think we would be able to get from there. Yay. Hi, Kimberly. Melissa, everybody's working. Oh, both Melissas are working. Oh my gosh. Kim says it's close to 100 and the humidity is high. Wow. I can't even, I mean, I know what, well, I don't know what 100 with humidity feels like because we don't get there very often here, but I'm so cold right now. I literally just want that. Lori has a question for you, Chari. I recently met several Dachshunds with the name Scout. Is that a thing?
Not that I know of.
Chari started a trend.
Yeah, totally. There's another Scout in our neighborhood, but it's not a dachshund. It's a big dog. We call it Big Scout, and we call Scout Little Scout.
Aww, that's cute.
Because Scout always wants to sniff Big Scout's yard.
I know more of my neighbors' pets' names than their names. Like,
oh yeah,
I meet a lot of them on the trail behind our house, and I'm always like, "Hi, Bella," and then I'm like, "Oh, hi," to the human. I'm like, "Oh, hi."
You're Bella's mom. I know them all by their dogs' names too. Most of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right color.
Let's see. Oh, Missy said, I'm saving one of my Jenn classes for when you're doing mermaid time. Yep. I won't teach that as much this summer, but I do have some stuff up my sleeve for the summer for some class stuff. So stay tuned.
All right, we're gonna attempt to color this like Scout.
Seems to always be rainy on the Cape on Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, we haven't had a. Trying to remember if last year was nice, but we have had a lot of crappy ones for sure. Wow, Nikki got king size sheets for $20 from Costco. She doesn't realize that Josie has made me a bedding snob, so I'm very particular. Her mom worked for Garnet Hill, and if you don't know what Garnet, it's just a really nice bedding company. So she came to college when I met Josie, like with the setup, like feather bed, down comforter, like all these layers, and it just would like, yeah, you would just like literally like fall into this bed and be like so happy. So anyway, she has made me such a bedding snob. And every time Chris complains about like my particularness about bedding, I just tell him to talk to Josie. Just talk to Josie. It's not my fault. Hi, Heather.
Said it feels like menopause. I assume she means the heat and humidity.
Yeah, hopefully not my classes that she's saving. Again, that awkward delay. Again, we have almost a minute delay, you guys. So it's tough. It's tough for us with the comments sometimes. Ooh, Marianne says that it's chilly in Sweden too. Thank you, Marianne, for telling us the Fahrenheits, us Americans.
Oh gosh, yeah, 46. That's pretty chilly.
46, that's chilly.
That's like winter.
Look, it's 58 in our house. I was going to look and see real quick what it is outside.
Well, it might be warmer outside. Sometimes that happens.
Well, no, 49.
49. Oh, well, it is cold up there.
This is the beauty that I got here.
It's like 70 here. Just real windy.
We might see some sunshine on Monday, but I'm not too hopeful about it. So, Marianne, we have almost the same weather. Oh my gosh, these are so cute.
The boba teas. This makes me want to go get a boba tea.
I still have never had one, so
there's well, it's a truck now. It was they did have a storefront for a little while, but their lease is up. But it's called Bluebird Bubble Tea, and now that they're back mobile, I keep paying attention to where the truck is every day. But I haven't made it out to one of their close locations to get a bubble tea. But they do lemonades as well, like lemonades with all the different colors, like layered. You know what I'm talking about? All right, there's my Scout.
Oh, yeah. Melissa says that menopause, heat and humidity.
Thanks for clarifying. We just, wanted to be sure we knew.
Says that she should try Garnet Hill sheets. Now, I hate to say this, but
you're going to.
Hill, yeah, I am gonna, because I am who I am. But Garnet Hill, I just don't feel their quality is good as it used to be. Josie and I were talking about it. I have sheets that Josie handed down to me. So she had them for like 8 years. And then I had them for like another 12 years. And they just kept going. But I've bought new sheets and they don't last very long. So I've kind of strayed a little bit from Garnet Hill. My duvet cover is still Garnet Hill. But I ended up getting sheets this spring from the company store, and I'm really happy with them so far. They have like the deep pocketed ones, so like our mattress is really thick, so all the corners kept coming up.
I didn't realize when we were in the need of sheets that I should have called you as the expert to ask.
I know.
Too late now, but maybe next time I'll be like, let's consult with Jen.
I was going to say, I don't know what was on the bed when you visited.
I don't.
I'm trying to think what I would have had on the bed at my old house, but wait until you visit again. That guest bed is comfy.
Well, if Matt has anything to say about it, it will be this year.
Good. I love it. I'm ready.
He's ready.
Bring it on. I love to play tourist with you.
I think
Oh,
he's
boy.
been ready since last time we were there.
I know. I was going to say he was ready before you guys left. Oh, yeah. 48 degrees at Wasaga Beach. 80 in Georgia. I love how we're all getting our weather. Yeah, it's chilly. It's like weird weather. Even when we usually get rain like this, it doesn't get this chilly.
I have like a lot of markers on my desk right now. I should probably fix that problem. No one can see them. Look.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because I don't usually put them back as I go. This is what you never see in videos is this is what's all around outside the camera.
I don't normally put them away as I go because I usually do a little swatch of what markers I use, but I'm staying quite clean this time over here, I have to say.
I think I need to clear out some space. Just a little bit.
I hear you, Nikki.
Oh, my sheets are Target sheets. Although we bought a set that we literally hated. We tried to just deal with it because we couldn't. We had to go buy more.
I'm trying to decide Oh, go ahead.
Like, they'd be fine when you first wash them and put them on, but then every night it felt like they got bigger and looser, and we couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's not good. I'm trying to decide what to color my little beads in my tea, you guys. My little tapioca, whatever things they are.
Your bobas.
My bobas.
Your boba balls.
My boba balls. So let me know in the comments. Should I leave them white or should I color them? Jenny just said, wow, Jen, your phone said Centerville. That's the town where Centerville Pie Company is that Oprah raved about and caused a frenzy. Always said I must stop at the pie shop. Jen, have you tried their pies? So Centerville Pie Company is literally right around the corner from where we live. And yes, we get our pies there for the holidays. I actually don't really love pie. I know it's weird, but Chris and my dad do. So we always get our pies there for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But they have really good pot pies too. So, and I love a good pot pie.
Ooh. Yum. It's so cold today you can eat pot pie.
Missy cracks me up. She says, the first time I spent the night with my now husband, his sheets were $100 bill print, and it really was really grossed out by it. That's hilarious.
But you kept him around anyway.
I was going to say, he still passed the test. It's so funny.
Oh, someone's going to the Cape next month.
Oh, yay. Oh, gosh. What touristy things do I like to do with guests? Well, it depends where on the Cape you're staying, Susan. You know, especially since you only have a day, I'm not going to make you like drive all around. I would try to think of things close to where you're staying. But feel free to send me an email through my website and let me know what town you're staying in, and I can give you some ideas. I just did that with somebody. They were messaging me on Facebook. They were here in Hyannis, and so I told them to go to Black Cat, and she was like, I didn't know I was going to have a winter coat. I was like, sorry, I didn't really either. I'm like, hopefully you packed your crafty gear. Pullover hoodie works. I said, if not, go to Soft as a Grape or Cuffy's.
I have a sweatshirt from both of those places.
Yep. Let's see. Jen, how do you like the mini Tim Holtz cutter? Do you mean the paper cutter, the scissors, or the die cut machine? Which?
Specify which cutter we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
Oh
yeah, I love it. Jessica's after my own heart. She's like, just glitter those little bobas.
Yeah, or use the crystal glaze when I did mine, so they were like really.
That's a cute
puffy.
idea. All right, we're gonna just set those aside. And I pulled this stencil out because I thought, why not? Let's see.
I'm attempting to. Go to. I'm on the tennis ball struggle bus here. I don't have a tennis ball colored marker.
Oh, I use YG01, YG05.
Oh, I use that for my balloon. It's very green.
Yeah, that's a tennis ball.
Tennis balls are yellow.
No, they're not. They're lime green.
They're like greenish yellow.
Yeah, YG01, YG05.
Although dog tennis balls come in all kinds of colors. I pulled out these.
Oh, so Susan's just coming for the day, driving down from Norwood. If you're going to the new Cuffy's, that's a whole adventure on itself that I do have to bring Matt and Chari to. Somebody who worked at Disney helped design it, and it looks like it's from Disney.
That's not the one we went to, right? We went to the one in...
We went to the one in Provincetown because that's where we were.
Yeah. So I convinced Jen she needed a Cape Cod sweatshirt when she kept telling me she didn't.
Well, because I really don't, but...
So we could match.
It's really cute. But it's kind of funny when you live here to have a Cape Cod sweatshirt.
It's true. I don't have a Asheville sweatshirt.
Ooh, the die cutting machine she was asking me about. Yes, I do have a Sizzix Sidekick as well, and it's a good die cut machine. I am just cutting some Distress White Heavy Stock. So I'm going to do a little ink blending.
Okay.
I don't really know
I finally have dogs colored.
How my pattern papers are going to come into play yet. Thank you, Nikki. I also dated a tennis pro, so.
You dated what?
A tennis pro.
Oh, a tennis pro. I thought you said tons of something, and I was about to be like, tons? Oh my God.
I dated tons of people.
I did tons of tennis pros. What is tons? Define tons. All right.
Thank you, Kim. She was making sure I was seeing questions. Appreciate it.
You get something.
Appreciate it. So does anybody have those of you that are in the States, do you have any plans for the long holiday weekend? If you're not in the States, do you have any plans for the weekend? It's not a long holiday weekend for me because my boss does not give me Memorial Day off.
I'm taking my holiday a different day.
Oh, there you go. I just like to pretend
that you have the day off.
Yeah, that I have the day off.
I decided I would take my holiday on the Friday instead of Monday.
Ooh, that's fun. So you're off tomorrow?
No, next Friday.
Oh, next Friday.
I said I'm taking Memorial Day on Memorial Day because it's my birthday.
Melissa, that's a really good idea to have a balloon dog with an animal background stencil and a standalone die set. So email info@lawnfawn.com. And she's still waiting for tiny mermaids. I don't know if we'll ever get tiny mermaids, but email that too.
Oh, like this balloon dog? The dog made out of balloons? Oh, okay. Yeah, we have a running list of things. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's written anything on it right now. Because I think Kelly has her own list, but we have like a Google spreadsheet of ideas.
I'm live. Hi, Chris. He's checking on me.
Make sure you're not a popsicle.
Yeah. So Chari's camera is really blurry, but I do think it's because of her weather. So there's not anything we can do about it.
It'll probably clear up in a minute, actually. It comes and goes.
I just wanted to mention I see it, but there's nothing I can do.
I think it's because I have to join Jen through the internet.
Yes.
And then we also cast through the internet, so I'm like double interneted, which is probably not a good thing.
We should have Matt and Chris talk, so Matt can help you get more set up too.
I mean, our whole house runs on internet.
Yeah, ours does too, but just having different hardware and stuff helps.
Maybe. Yeah, we would need an expert, Chris.
Yeah, not me, but.
Not me.
All right, let's see.
Who knows if we'll use all these dogs, but they're colored. Maybe I'll make more than one card. Because I'm going to use a big sentiment.
Are you going to be a real overachiever?
Yep, that's what I do.
Oh gosh, I had this upside down and sideways, so I just have to do it.
Uh-oh.
It's fine as long as I do it.
Is that the bubbles?
Yeah. So I got to flip this over. There we go. It's all good. You just got to do the same thing, you know?
Yep.
Ooh, construction worker mice would be fun.
I don't know, that they'd have really small equipment. They wouldn't be able to get stuff done very quickly.
But that also means like they'd have to work for a living and not just live their best lives ever.
That's true, because everything would take twice as long, so they'd really have to work all the time.
Oh, yay. Somebody said, hello from Germany. I'm late to the party, but I made it. I love the time you've picked for this live since it's not the middle of the night for me. Yay. Well, we're glad you could join us.
Thank you, Zoe, for the early birthday wish. I don't know. Marcy's talking about hurricane season. I don't like that. I don't like to talk about hurricanes. Well, when I went to see Jen, there was a hurricane.
I know. We were like exploring the Cape in hurricane weather.
Pretty much.
In fairness, though, like that's typical for that time of year for us. But it, you know, it's not usually that bad.
We enjoyed our trip. There was just hurricane, and there was Matt got sick, and then the rest of us got sick after the fact.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we had to get.
We all got, well, we didn't all get COVID. Chris somehow managed to avoid it.
Chris wasn't making out with all of us.
But I think Matt didn't feel good. Matt was the first one to not feel well, and then like the temperature change and the pressure change, the hurricane did not go over very well with him.
Yeah. So Melissa
says we still had fun.
So because of the long delay, we're finally getting everybody's answers on my question I asked. Melissa's daughter's turning 30.
What was your question?
What everybody's doing for the weekend.
Oh.
So they're having a big cookout.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know. I almost forgot to. Kimberly's hoping to get her pool cleaned and maybe some new plants. Definitely going to be stamping. Tracy says we absolutely need tiny mermaids. And Jan says I would love for the mice to go camping next summer.
Oh, camping. We need a smaller build-a-tent.
All right. So now I don't know what I'm doing. This is as far as I got in my brain of pre-planning.
As far as you got in your thought process. I'm going to use the big happy birthday die. I know I'm a little blurry. It comes and goes.
Yeah, Chari's having weather issues at her home, so we're just glad she's still here.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to use Quinn's too. Oh, geez.
Oh, that's right.
All right, I'll do that real quick because I got to figure out my sentiment. So we had just used Quinn's ABCs in my Seeds the Day class this past weekend, and people were asking how you're able to line the stamps up really nicely because the dies are solid. And Brienne did find a video where I shared how to do it, but I figured I would play with it during this live too to show everybody. And I want to see if what I want to put on here is going to fit.
All right. Now, what did I do? Oh. Of course, it's not big enough. Sparkle paper.
I might be able to make it work. So what I do is I die cut the letters first. And this is a fun way to, this is a fun thing that you can do if you're wanting to prep a lot of images at once. So some people who take my classes will do this so that they can make multiple kits. I love Quinn's ABCs. It's like my favorite. Glamming in a yurt. I love that. Dee's working on prepping Christmas cards for a crop she's going to in October. She's going to be so ready.
October?
Yeah, she's been working on this like so much.
Oh my gosh. Nikki, if they release new Quinn's dies, you would buy them.
I don't
know that they can't have those inner pieces.
They can't do new ones because like all those letters that have the inner pieces, they have to be this way, Nikki.
They pose a problem.
Yeah.
Because don't think we haven't thought about that or discussed it or brought it up.
Right.
Because we certainly have.
Right. All right. And then once I get my letters die cut, what I do is I stamp out what I'm doing, but more separated so that there's space between the letters. Oh, that's D. So E, E, S, T, A.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
Too easy. I'm going to cut some.
I don't ever use the 6x6 really rainbow, but it is so cute because of the pattern.
It is. This one would be fine. I think in the I did pull out the 12x12. I don't think you would have gotten every color though, is the problem.
And then what I do is I take the negative piece from die cutting and I make a little template. And I know this isn't for everybody, but I think part of crafting is just the process and enjoying it, and we don't need to always be in a rush. And that's a good reminder for myself, honestly, to just slow down and enjoy the process. You
could make a template that you just keep with your Quins all the time, like cut out all the letters.
You can, but the thing is your stamps aren't, it just is trickier to reline your stamps up. Like I kept my stamps here, so I'm not moving those.
Oh, you stamped it and now you're creating the little template.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you cut them out and then you put your stamps in the hole, because that's what I would do.
I did.
But I haven't used them in a while.
Sorry, I did. I already die cut the letters. Just, can you...
But you're lining them up with your stamped ones.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I would probably just because I live on the edge, I guess.
What would you do?
I would probably just use the negative, like cut them all out with the die and have holes in my sheet, and then put my stamp in that hole, pick it up with the Dora My Missy, then drop my die cuts back in and stamp them.
Oh, no. I feel like
you do when you're mass producing things, except I know it's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've tried that before and they're just not perfect enough for me, which is crazy for me to say because I'm not a perfectionist like you are. So
cracking.
Ooh, Monique says that she uses this technique every time she gets a new stamp set, and she makes up to 10 sets and she stores them in a little bag for future use. That's
for later.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So when you want to make something, you just have your die cuts already, your images already there.
Huh.
That's smart.
It's very smart. I'm grabbing all of my used best ever craft tape.
All right, let's get some black paper now. Is that 2 in here? Yes.
Okay, so now that I have them all ready to go, I'm actually gonna just put one more piece over here. Now I put my die cut pieces in here.
I'm cutting a lot of birthdays.
Are you going to stack them to make them more dimensional?
Yeah. Just the sparkle on top and then just two below to make it a little taller.
Cute.
Could put the foam tape, but I don't think I have that much patience today. Sometimes I just like it this way.
Yeah.
It's not quite as popped up as the foam. Makes it look like a chipboard kind of thing.
All right, and so now that all my letters are in there, I have the stamp still on my MISTI over here. And we're going to go ahead and stamp them. You're welcome, you guys. Again, I know I've done this many times on some of my Get Crackin' on Christmas lives and in some of my classes. I think I have a video on my Facebook page, but it's always good to just see it again. And then I need another T. And another E. I also have just die cut these letters without stamping them out of colored cardstock because I still think you can read the letter really well. So that's a cute way to just use the dies. And I honestly only ever use the lowercase set. I'm not really a capital letter girl.
You don't show the capitals any love?
Nope, I really don't. I think the set looks probably brand new. And I just think these letters are so fun because like now I'm going to color them in and they're just going to look so cute. And then of course I glitter them and everything's good. I do think I used the wrong die for my B, but it's going to work for today.
Did you use a P?
I'm not quite sure. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh.
I think I feel like I wrote on some of mine.
I probably should. Because I try to guess and then we just see how well that worked out for me. Let's see. We've got teal, pink, and green. Maybe I'll do them all in this orange that I did. Everybody got quiet in the chat.
We're still there, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I know
Okay.
that's honestly what I did. Look, I always have YouTube just as a little thing off to the side just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Okay. There's one stacked together. I'm going to find a block to sit on top of it. They're all making some birthday cards.
Yeah, maybe. Or actually working.
Just listening. Oh, mine is really blurry. I don't know why.
I just think it's the weather.
I could go back to trying to use my phone instead of the camera and see if that, not today, but like next time, see if that changes anything. Well, the wind's died down. I think it's just internet on top of internet, honestly.
I'm just happy that all of my tech is working. I got my light fixed, so I don't have romantic lighting.
Romantic lighting.
Or cinematic lighting, or whatever we were calling it.
I think cinematic.
Yeah, whatever.
Or dramatic lighting. Because
Yeah,
you're only lit
dramatic,
from one side.
Cute. Very unlike me to color so much orange, but I think it's going to be cute.
Oh, trying to keep up with our pace is a challenge. Oh, well. I'm used to it going fast. Jen is a little better, usually.
What?
Going at a pace that's not too fast, making things.
Yeah.
Because you're used to teaching. I'm used to filming and wanting to have to edit less.
Yeah.
It's my goal in life to edit less.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I gotta figure out what these dogs are doing here.
All right. So I pulled some paper.
I think this one is going to be here. Not sure what you're doing over there?
No, I have no idea what I'm doing. I do know I cut my paper. Right, I gotta cut my 12 by 12 paper on my 12 by 12 trimmer, which I don't even know where it is right now.
You lost your paper? No.
My paper trimmer.
Oh, your trimmer.
Yeah. I literally really don't know. Oh, you know what? I'll be back, you guys. I think it's on my kitchen table from when Josie used it.
Let's see. Maybe a cupcake.
How does one lose a 12 by 12 paper trimmer?
I don't know.
My room isn't even that messy. It's only a little messy.
Who's gonna get the party hat here?
I wonder if we left it downstairs when we were getting stuff ready for those boxes. I use my little trimmer so much. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna free cut it.
What? Oh,
Just so I can
but then
fit
you're
it.
gonna die cut it.
Well, no, then I can fit it in my trimmer. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah,
You
my
have a
trimmer, I
small
can't
trimmer.
fit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
I know that was scary, but
Nah.
don't be
It's
too
fine.
scared.
Okay, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think I got my dogs figured out here. Now for some foam squares. Do this one first.
All right, I gotta die cut this with my outside in stitched rectangle.
That's also what I used.
It's a need. It's not a want. It's a need.
I know you're surprised by this.
It's Chari's fault. I think we had just
actually,
became
I should probably
friends when
glue
you
this
showed me this trick.
Because it's the best dye.
I was still living in Rhode Island.
It's the best dye. Who in chat does not own that dye? I
don't know if we can be
believe it.
friends.
I don't know how Jen hasn't convinced you yet.
Well, I bet I have.
Your life. The ultimate Jen-able.
Marcy says to ask Chris where my trimmer is. He definitely doesn't know, Marcy. Annie says, Jen, when you refill a marker, which nib do you remove?
Chisel.
I would either remove my broad tip or my brush tip. So I'd either remove the broad tip, or if I've replaced the broad tip to have a brush tip, I remove that because I don't know if it's going to show up, but they have like little prongs. Let me stop moving for a second to see. There's little metal prongs, and so it makes it really easy to pull it out, and there's less chance of damaging the nib. But I wouldn't do the fine tip or your super brush tip if you have your sketch. I feel like maybe we brought the trimmer downstairs because we were cutting stuff for the boxes, and I just haven't brought it back up yet. Oh, it is really raining.
Maybe you need a downstairs trimmer and an upstairs trimmer.
I do kind of have a downstairs trimmer, but we were using like the heavy duty one.
You needed more trimming power.
Yep. Yep.
The knock over everything on my desk. Sorry. Balloons. On the sky. Oh, it's someone's most used dye because they know what's up. Oh, Sophie wants to know if there'll be an Adventures in Card Making in June. No, because we have very busy lives in June.
Yeah, we won't be able to do one in June. We'll be back in July. We don't have an exact date yet.
We have a trade show in June that's going to take an entire week of our time. And who knows what else leading up to that. Oh, well, there's also a release in June. That's going to take a whole chunk of time.
There's a release. There's
a release, and then there's a trade show. That's 2 whole weeks gone right there, or 2.5 almost. Lots of things.
Plus, I have my art retreat. It's a lot going on. Are you almost done, Chari?
No.
Oh, shoot.
That's because I use this giant sentiment that took up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I hadn't figured out a place to put all my dogs on 2 cards, I probably would have made another one, but I don't have any more dogs. I used all the dogs that I colored. No.
Why is it the best? There are many bests. I think she means about the outside in stitch rectangle. It's the best because we literally use it on 99% of the cards that we make. Because it's on Rachel's shopping list. Yes, on a Copic sketch marker, remove the broad tip to refill.
The chisel tip, broad tip. That's the one I removed because I don't have mine all. Where is the trade show? Vegas?
Oh, so Jenny says, if you are replacing your Copic originals, so the square-barreled Copics, if you're replacing your broad tip with brush tips, no, you do not take that metal prong casing off. Not at all. Chari, when is the June release?
June 19th.
You're better at those dates than me.
June 19th, and Inspiration Week actually starts a day early this time because we have so many things to show you. Ooh. Inspiration Week will start on June 10th. So that's basically 2 weeks of Inspiration Week.
Wow, that's amazing.
1 week of trade show. That's why June is too full. We're too committed.
All right. I feel like these adventures and card makings, I do things that are very different for me. I like it. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's like trying to get it done fast.
Your little, what is different on this card for you?
Like mixing the stenciling with the pattern paper and then putting another pattern paper. I mean, that's not very Jen-ish. It's not bad. I like it. I'm just saying.
What's wrong with that? All right. Let's see what else I can add to these. How about some twine, even though that's not part of the... Every time we have twine, we forget twine. I think I'll use it when it's not required.
Nikki wants to bring back the dotted rectangles.
Oh. Nikki, if you have them, you're welcome to continue to use them.
Yeah, we just don't use them because we don't want people to be sad if they don't have them.
She misses them. Did you... Oh, you mean like because we don't use them? Well, just when we use the stitched ones, just pop in your dotted one instead. I never use the dotted ones that much.
I feel like, honestly, we didn't have them very long, so...
I don't think that they sold as well. They got retired pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We have to retire things because space is not infinite.
Definitely not in Southern California.
Nope. What color should I do on this one? Maybe purple? If Libby was here, she would tell me purple.
Yeah, she would. All right, let's see if I can fit these letters.
This isn't exactly the same purple in the paper, but I don't think I've used this purple.
Which purple? Oh, on the twine?
Will Jen like the new animal in the June release? Is that like a code for something?
I think that they're trying to figure out if it's a ocean-y animal.
It does not live in the
Or-
ocean.
I mean, that's what I'm guessing. Oh gosh, I'm
It
missing
is a land dwelling. It's a land dwelling animal, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but it's not an oceany
But
animal.
not because it swims.
Yeah.
I mean, it might swim.
I mean, it does. I bet they do.
I'm sure it does, but not in a nautical way. It is not a fish.
Oh, Nikki did not get them when they were out. Oh, so sad, Nikki. Sorry. That just means you should get everything immediately when it comes out. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah,
Right.
Amarita says, it's truly an adventure. It is. It really is.
I don't think this is the right purple for this, but it's fine. It's awfully loose. What is going on with this piece of string?
Monique says, so much to show for the new release. I'm glad my vacation allowance is due in 2 weeks. Yep. Save your pennies. It's a good one.
It is a good one. Okay. I don't know why that's being so weird. Okay, time for glitter. I have a fresh bottle of Stardust Stickles.
I think when I mailed Amy her long sleeve t-shirt, she got Stardust Stickles, but she also got a quickie glue pen. I think she was like giving love to both of us.
They all have their purposes.
Yep.
I used some chunky glitter when I was making a card with the new release.
Melissa just said, let's play 20 questions on the new animal. You guys can't do this to us because I don't work for lawnfawn.
We haven't been authorized to tell you if you're right or wrong.
And Chari doesn't own lawnfawn, so we don't want to get in trouble. We like our relationship with lawnfawn.
I mean, you can play 20 questions, but we don't have to play 20 answers.
Dee says that we inspired her. She added some birthday kits to her Christmas kits.
Yay!
I
had to take 2 birthday cards this week and change them to thinking of you cards. But I have to say, they both had a wavy banner, and it was really easy to change, stamp a new one, and stick it on top. That was a good tip for the week, because we don't always have sympathy cards sitting around.
Yeah, I am not seeing all the comments about refilling markers, but I'm seeing some of you guys saying you have metal prongs on your sketch marker nibs, and I don't think those are the right nibs. But again, if you guys have questions, just send me an email, because I'm not seeing everything you're saying and I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. You can just go to my website and send an email. Yes, there'll be a gift with purchase with the new release.
Yes.
As always. Yeah, Amy Vetter just said, I did. She bought a quickie glue pen and a Stardust Stickles. So now this is when Chari just sits there and waits for me to finish, because I feel like I'm always last.
I'm adding more embellishments.
Okay.
I pulled out some, probably hard to see on camera, but some like clear iridescent sequins.
Oh yeah, those are cute.
You're not behind. You're just. I picked a giant sentiment that required, and paper is my background. These are quick birthday cards. That's the. when you're in a pinch and you need a quick birthday card, here you go. Really rainbow to the rescue. And the giant happy birthday.
I love all the giant sentiments.
Me too. I like when they have
me to try the Stardust stickles, Chari.
Just remember, make it the last thing you do and then walk away. That's my only tip. Don't be like Jen and touch it.
Yeah. Don't be like me and be impatient.
I will go show my husband a card I've made for today, and sometimes I'm like, still wet. So he just has to look at it from afar. He's not allowed to touch it. Put one down here. Okay. There we go. Some yappy birthday cards.
I'm getting close.
Don't feel rushed. I'm still here.
You're not going to leave me?
I don't know. The wind's picking up again. Hopefully not.
Gotta glitter all the things.
Glitter all the things.
The birthday card.
Well, maybe I should go find my... Well, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to go find my boba card, but it's in that closet back there, and I am not prepared for everyone to see the mess inside my closet. So that's going to be a no.
That is not gonna happen. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be funny if I mailed this card to Chari for her birthday, since I haven't mailed her a card yet?
I mean, I sent yours super late, so
I know,
it's not
but
like you have a very high bar to reach.
But kind of even more funny that you're literally here watching me make it.
Look, my mother has literally given me back a card that I have made before for my birthday or for Christmas because she steals my cards. So I've got my own card back to me for my birthday before.
That's funny.
Oh, Nikki tells her husband to look with his eyes and not with his hands. Yes. Look at the card. Do not touch. Oh, and Jessica says her husband, who is also named Matt, knows not to touch finished cards unless he's given permission. I will hand it to him if he can touch it. I will. Do you not?
I really don't show
I'm just gonna be like
much anymore.
Here's what I did today is basically what I do.
Yeah.
Let us say hi to Scout. She's asleep under my desk.
Oh, she's being so good. Let's.
I don't want to wake the beast. I dropped a glass bottle onto my glass mat earlier, and that made her agitated. Luckily, she calmed back down before we went live. Oh, my boba card is the reason Jessica bought that set. Well, thank you. That was very cute. I liked that card. And Jackie is glad I used Yappy Birthday because she just pulled that. And that's a reminder to make something with it. Well, right. You can send that to me for my birthday. I sent you a boba card for your birthday. Actually, I don't have my card. I sent it to Jen.
I was going to say, oh, wait. Oh, no, you. Oh, yeah, you did. Wait. I think it's over.
I know
here.
I made two of them. I made two of them because I had to film it again. But I left my duplicate in Michigan. So you are, yeah. Oh, wait, I was thinking of the other one. But yes, that one too. I know
Well, this
I
is
sent
what
one.
you sent me.
Yeah, the other one has like 5 across. That's the one I was thinking of. I couldn't remember which one I sent, but I knew it said best tea on it.
All right, you guys are going to kill me, but I got to put a speech bubble up here. There's too much stuff. Too much empty space.
Nikki says her husband could care less, but she makes him look anyway.
Every once in a while, if I make a card that I'm impressed with, I make Chris look at it.
I show it to Matt, usually because there's something punny going on, and then he kind of looks at me, and I'm like, I didn't write the sentiment.
If I showed Chris every card I make, we'd have to have like 5-hour chat sessions at the end of the day.
Oh. Matt just kind of looks at him and goes, oh, that's nice. Or he'll say, oh, that one's cute. Oh, Kim says her husband just heard the part where I received my own card and now he can't stop laughing. It's happened more than once, Kim. Luckily, the one she gave back to me for my birthday once was one of my favorites, so that was nice.
You got it back.
Usually it's Christmas cards because, well, I haven't had to do it in a while, but I know I've said before that I used to make my dad's Christmas cards that he sent to clients, and I made 100 of them. Therefore, I did not make any Christmas cards for myself, but if there were extra, usually that's what we got at Christmas, was the extra. With money or something inside at least, but I'll be like, huh, this card looks familiar. I do like when she gives me one that I haven't seen in a while and I've forgotten it existed. That's kind of nice. You forget what you make, honestly. I forget what I send people, obviously. I knew I sent Jen a boba card. I didn't remember which one. Half the time I'm like, oh, which card was it I sent you? Oh, Kimberly says there are so many sets she wants. I hope you have a wish list.
Well, that's what's nice about lawnfawn is they don't discontinue stuff very often, so you've got time.
You have some time.
Well, I'm just saying, in general.
Usually, but I think that there will be some soon.
Yeah, but...
So keep your eyes peeled. We'll just say that. Just keep your eyes peeled. Oh, she's still sleeping down here.
She's being a good puppy like you asked her to.
She is. Well, I try to, when I have things I have to do, like meetings or lives, I try to play with her before, and then she usually sleeps for a while.
That's the difference with cats. Like, my cats sleep all day. Like, until about 3 p.m., that's when Jack wants attention.
Do I use inlay sheets for sentiments inside my cards? You mean like a sheet someone can take out and reuse the card? I do not. Maybe I should. I don't send cards as often as I should. My mom just takes my cards and sends them to people.
Thank you guys for sticking with us. I'm sorry that I decided I needed to add these speech bubbles.
You're fine. Oh, someone wants to know if I stamp the back of the card with my name. I do. You can't see it on this. Let me see if I have one over here stamped. Or I guess I could just stamp it.
Yeah, I stamp the backs of my cards too.
I used to use this stamp. No, let's stamp it. And then recently I got smart and got one of these.
Oh, I just did the same thing.
Because I was like, oh, ta-da.
Oh boy.
It's pretty juicy, but it's still...
1 second.
Still does the job.
It is raining, so I couldn't put packages outside, and the mail person just pulled up.
Uh-oh.
Very early today.
You gotta run?
Normally, no, I just texted Chris, but we'll see. I might have to run. Okay. Oh, good. I hear him.
Well, now those are stamped. Oh, I guess I could stamp these. Oh, I can't stamp these yet because, well, I can do this. I can open them. Stickles, people, stickles.
Oh, yeah. Be careful. I like to put colored little shadows on my speech bubbles.
Like on the inside of the line?
Just like at the bottom, yeah. Instead of doing like a gray or always a light blue. I think it's fun. It is a disaster.
Oh, thank you, Marcy. She said this series of pull and slide cards was cute or adorable. I like the way they turned out.
They were really fun.
I am always excited when I get to use the sewing set and the baking set. I don't know why.
We have a problem. I lost my card. Oh, here it is.
Wait, you lost your card?
Yeah, it's a disaster beside me all of a sudden. So
somebody asked where I got this stamp. Simply Stamps. Do you know where yours came from, Jen?
Yeah, I get mine at rubberstamps.net.
I think that's where this one came from, the wood block one.
Yeah.
This, obviously, not from there.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have these like pre-inked ones too there?
Yep. That's where I got my new one. Oh, look at that, you guys. All right, let me get a card base. Cut my word fetty.
A card base? Who are you?
Well, I used an outside.
Oh, because you cut it. You cut it with that. See, that's also, it forces her to use a card base. I don't know why I still have these glasses on, like I can't see. They're the lowest possible power just for trying to see things up close.
I don't need them yet.
I don't need them all the time. I do need them a little bit every now and then. Just because I can't seem to back myself up. Like I work at a certain distance.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like when I'm coloring, every now and then, like it seems a little blurry. So I'm glad you all like the pull and slide cards. They were fun to do. I keep making more work for myself. Obviously, making multiple cards.
I do that a lot too, though. Like,
well, sometimes I feel like I have a bunch of ideas and it's hard to like narrow it down. So, like this one, I didn't have to pick which dogs or which paper. I could just do both. And that was kind of the same with. Now I do like. I did take time once I figured out what I wanted to do to try and make them all kind of match and look like a set. So you guys didn't watch the video and think I was all over the map.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I think the speech bubbles were definitely
filled the space nicely.
Yeah, and then of course
what do they say? What do the speech bubbles say?
Well, you'll find out when you get it in the mail. It says, "Hooray!
Oh, okay.
How exciting!" and "Make a wish."
When you get it in the mail later.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just continuing on your birthday celebration.
At this point, it might be on time.
No, the mail
made it.
already came today, so I don't think it's gonna.
Well, my birthday isn't until next Friday. It's a whole week.
Yeah, true.
Although Monday's a holiday, so the mail won't run on Monday. But other than that,
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
It might. Yeah. But thank you guys. So many of you stayed with us throughout the whole live. We really appreciate it. And if you caught the replay, thank you for making time for that as well.
Yeah.
And so we will be back in July with our next adventures in card making. So we'll be sure to announce it ahead of time when we know the date, and we pre-schedule the live on lawnfawn's YouTube channel, so you can always check that little tab and see what's going on. We'll also have another Create with Us to go with the new June release as well. So lots of fun things going on. Marcy wants to know what size stamp. Yeah, and did you upload artwork, or was it from inventory of stock images?
No, I uploaded the artwork. I made that myself. It's 2.5 inches wide by 1 inch tall. Yours looks skinnier than mine. Oh man, yours makes all kinds of clickety clackety noises. Sounds very official.
Wow.
Mine doesn't sound like that. I don't.
It better be pretty darn official if I'm putting it on a card base.
I mean, it kind of sounds like that. Yours sounded like a printing press.
Boop, 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 boop. Thank you, guys.
They may have stuff already uploaded, though. You would just have to look. I don't know. I didn't look that far.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us. These adventures in card makings are always so fun. The back of my stamp has my logo, my handwriting that says Creative Chick, and then it has my website, shirkus.com. It says online classes and creative inspiration. So kind of like my little logo. I end up selling a lot of the cards that I make in my cards for charity section on my website. And all of the money, so if the card is $10, all of the $10 is donated to my local animal shelter where I have adopted all of my kitties from. So that's why I put that on the back of my cards.
That's nice.
Yeah. Anyways, well, thank you guys so much. Adventures in Card Making was so fun. Thanks for celebrating our birthday month with us.
Yay.
Yay.
We won't trick you next time.
I mean, we're probably going to trick you again at some point.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, maybe the choices are going to be watercoloring or watercoloring. I mean,
that's exactly what I was about to say.
We can do whatever we want to do in this adventure.
Watercolor or watercolor. Watercolor or color with water.
Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for joining us, you guys. Have a fabulous rest of your day, fabulous rest of your week, and we'll see you guys all soon. Bye.
Yes, bye.